Oh, whoopsie-doo.
Nothing.
Hi, mate. I slept with her, Roy.
Where were you about Ricky? You messed up!
Oh, shut it! Oh, shut it!
Don't give me that, son. Someone has cocked up down at the brewery. Then you use my business to try to clear it up. Oh, come on, darling, help me out here. I asked you a question, boy. Well, excuse me if I'm not cracking open the champagne. I love you! Try! Why don't you try? This is not over. This is not over! Don't start that lark again. Your mother's a landlady here. Even if I wanted to, which I don't, I couldn't just must. Why are you worried about me? Wouldn't have got engaged to her if I wasn't, would I?
Oh, shut it! Oh, shut it!
You are so far off the mark. We both know what we're doing. You two have always had yourself down as something special, ain't you, eh? Well, let me give you a bit of education. You're not. I care about your mother. You're just jealous, aren't you, eh?
Jealous.
Your failures, the pair of you, strutting around coming to Jack the Lad, our boys. You got nothing. Nothing. This is your mother's business. And you...
I'll come with a little chat.
And you...
That's enough, Frank.
Too big for you, am I? I asked you a question. This is my car lot, boy. You shut your mouth!
I had to move away, and I didn't want anybody, coming after me, so I thought it would be a good idea if I died. Don't call me Frank, it's Neville.
Why are you doing this, woman? She is not a killer. For crying out loud. You got me down as some sort of donut. You're going on about her as if she's Pol Pot and Hitler rolled into one. She's terrified. She's been through hell. You put her there. Surely you must feel that. Oh, come on, darling, help me out here. I'm not stark raving mad. Hey, just hang on a minute. Pat, look at us. I mean, we used to take risks. Nothing. Says who? We're in the clear, old Frankie boy has sorted it all out. I'm Frank Butcher. I can do anything. I'm Frank Butcher. I can do anything. Remember? That's what the old Frank would have said.
Ain't that the truth?
And that's who I want to be again.
And the feelings have never gone away.
Dad!
I tell you what, I could swing for those neighbours of ours sometimes, but I really could.
Dad!
I asked you a question. Sorry! I love you! She tolerates you, that's all. I love you! No, I do not. Well, fair exchange is no robbery, and maybe I'm the one who's feeling dirty and used, eh? And that there was nothing to do with Janine, because that was me and you.
I slept with her, Roy.
Look.
Oh, she ain't a little girl.
She's my little girl. Lady, you've got no right to be on private property, which this is. Now, how does this open up?
That's what she's been up to.
You can give me a chance to indicate you come round that corner like Nigel Mansell. So if I'd have done you speed you was going, you'd never have stopped. I'll know the difference. Well, that's all right then, isn't it? Everything's tickety-boo. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll pass round the sledgehammers. We can all have a crack at it. What's that supposed to mean?
You've done more fishy deals than Captain Birdseye.
Well, I'm not trying to say anything, son. I'm stating a fact. What a mess. I don't need you to sort me out with a motor. I've got a yard full of motors round the corner there. That's not the problem. The problem is I want that motor, because that motor is my motor. The man needs teaching a lesson, and if he shows up in here, I'm going to teach it to him.
Oh, whoopsie-doo.
Go ahead, easy for you, eh? What's the matter with you? You frightened it's going to be you that ends up in hospital this time? Hey! Come on. Come on!
Too big for you, am I?
Well, I never thought you were chicken. Oh. Well, you're bang out of order, pal, do you know that? Well, no, I've had a few nibbles.
I'm Frank Butcher. I can do anything.
Fine, so... 4.5 grand? What, are you out for a lark or something?
Oh, come on, darling, help me out here. Too big for you, am I?
For crying out loud. You got me down as some sort of donut.
I love ya!
What is this? I've already had one grilling this morning. I don't need another one, thank you.
Babes.
They're probably questioning everybody. You said it yourself, they were round at the Jacksons.
Babe.
Frank.
You smell lovely.
Nothing slipped out, Phil, all right? Nothing. I was as cool as a cucumber in here, and I was at least 3 steps ahead of them all of the way. We're in the clear. Old Frankie boy has sorted it all out.
Need to be with you now, babe. Now.
I think about it all the time. You know, wash it all away. What I want is peace of mind, but you can't give me that, can you? Time for another.
Because of our greed, a man died. A man died! You see, the thing is that no one's paid yet, and he deserves justice, Phil. Can't you see that?
I want it all back.
Alex! Alex! I asked you a question.
Can't you see that? The man needs justice.
Yes, but it ain't over for me, is it?
Tiffany's dead because of me.
You got me down as some sort of donut.
I'm Frank Butcher. I can do anything.
What do you want me to say?
Now, you can threaten me as much as you like, but it won't make an ounce of difference because I'm going to stay here and face up to what's happened and take the consequences. How many times have I got to tell you I don't want to take over? Yeah. I've got a few business problems. I got stuck with a couple of motor cars.
Shut it.
We're in the clear. Old Frankie boy has sorted it all out.
Sir, everything I do or say, you know, I just seem... I know I'm going to upset the Phil.
Now get in there.
Phil, I can't do it because I know I'm going to go to pieces, I know.
Don't give me that, son. Someone has cocked up down at the brewery. Don't start that lark again. Well, that's all right then, isn't it? Everything's tickety-boo. You shut your mouth. You shut your mouth. You get smart with me, pal. I'll come down there and give you a dry slap. And I'll tell you something else. You haven't heard the last of this. And when are you going to get it into your thick head? It says Butcher over that door. Why did you sabotage my car? The fairies did it, Frank. You got me down as some sort of ice cream. I wanted the world from them, and I nearly had it. Who do you think you're hurting with all this? Not me. You've been playing a very dangerous game with me, and it ends now.
Just a moment, sir. I'm serving my customer.
Come round that corner like Nigel Mansell.
I'll come for a little chat. What a lovely idea.
That's enough.
Time me and you and have a little chat, don't you?
Don't tell me you're scared of me.
I obviously didn't make myself clear last time, did I? When are you gonna let it rest? Because I am now family.
I'm Frank Butcher. I can do anything. How many times have I got to say to you that I'm sorry?
Yeah, I could do with a bit of fresh air.
You're an old man to find. Man, I tried to talk some sense into you. Phil, I'm not leaving things this way. I asked you a question. She tolerates you, that's all. I'm trying to help you avoid a mistake that you'll regret for the rest of your life. Phil, you've got to straighten this out.
Why? So you don't get any grief while you're topping up your suntan?
You're making your mother's life a misery. That's not true. I mean, you treat her like dirt. Nothing. Listen to me. She gave birth to you. She brought you up. Got me down as some sort of donut. Well, that was different. Look. I understand how you feel, but that's all in the past. No. I want you to stop hurting each other.
Shut up, Frank, will ya?
I want to word with you about Ricky. I've been on a break tonight. Now you're going to let me in. You can give me a chance to indicate you come round that corner like Nigel Manson. We're in the clear. Old Frankie boy has sorted it all out. And he's missing. And that means that I'm very angry. Well, funny enough, he's not on his own. Look at Mark Barker here. What do you know about it? Was you already got a record? It always comes back to you, mister. Whoa, hang on a minute. Whoa, hang on a minute. It wasn't me that started fencing Bent Motors. I love you! You shut your mouth. Whoa, hang on a minute. Not until you've told me everything that went on. Don't give me that, son. Someone has cocked up down at the brewery. Other things on my mind, didn't I? Why didn't he phone me and tell... Come round that corner like Nigel Mansell. Everybody's so worried about me being worried. Too big for you, am I? What a mess. Where am I supposed to stay? It'll give me a chance to pack the rest of my stuff. Oh, come on, darling, help me out here. You could have stopped this happening, you know. You made me think you had that note.
You come to me telling me you're having it off with another woman. I'm in you, Frank, hey? I wonder Pat dumped you.
Hey, hang on, but you want to drop more? Yes, Jenny. What's that supposed to mean?
You've done more fishy deals than Captain Birdseye.
Well, whoopsie-doo. Oh, whoopsie-doo. But it wasn't me they were looking for, was it?
I'm Frank Butcher. I can do anything.
You got me down as some sort of donut. Hey, just hang on a minute here. How did I get in the frame here? We're talking about David, not me. You get smart with me, pal. I'll come down there and give you a dry slap. The fairies did it, Frank. Must have been claiming something he wasn't entitled to, eh? What was they doing around here? Inviting him on the office picnic? Fine. So when he's under your half, he can do as he likes. When he's under mine, he answers to me. Nothing wrong with my kids.
Oh, no.
Whoopsie-doo. Own up time, darling. The boys are wrong, and I knew it the minute he turned up here. Oh, whoopsie-doo. Pats. The boy's about as reliable as a two-bob watch. Look. Well, when I say that a lot of cars, you know, I mean, I suppose I've done one or two transactions with him over the years, but... Don't start that lark again. We're in the clear. Old Frankie boy has sorted it all out. A blue Metro, you say? I sold it. Well, that's the problem, you see. I can't remember. Time for another.
Shut.
You're right on it, darling. Right on it, I promise you. What are you looking at me like that for? How was I supposed to know? Now, why would I want to go and do this? Staying on it.
You took...
I knew no such thing. Fellow shipboy. She said I had shifty eyes. Morning, my son. Take a seat. Good morning, everybody. How was your little business trip? Get yourself a load of nice new motors, did you? Don't be. I've still got a few tricks up my sleeve. Come round that corner like Nigel Mansell.
I'm Frank Butcher. I can do anything.
Don't start that lark again. Well, that's all right then, isn't it? Everything's tickety-boo. Right then, we better be off. I'll see ya. Babes. Babe.
Frank.
You smell lovely. Oh, it doesn't matter. Let's go somewhere else, baby, because I need you. Have you told Roy yet? Yeah, you're going to tell him, baby, aren't you? I need to be with you now, babe. Now. You've been a great help, Ricky. You shut your mouth. I'm here for the party, you know. I asked you a question. Get your hands up to me. You got me down as some sort of donut. What are you going to do then? Beat me up in front of your mates, are you? Oh, come on, darling, help me out here. That's better. Now get out of my way. I said I want a word with you. Now, either you can do it in front of all these people, or we can go somewhere a little more private. It's up to you, isn't it? I'll come with a little chat about my wife. Fine. So, in your absence last night, we had a little get-together. Think I'm trying to say?
I slept with her, Roy.
The fairies did it, Frank.
In our bed together. Some place where you should never have been.
Hey, just hang on a minute.
It was as good as it always was. Any more? Now you're gonna have to face it, my old son. You can ruin my business. You can live in my house. But you can never take my pet.
Oh, whoopsie-doo.
I'm Frank Butcher. I can do anything.
It's your turn to be out in the cold.
What a mess.
Babes.
For crying out loud.
We're in the clear, old Frankie boy has sorted it all out.
Nothing. Oh, whoopsie-doo.
Well, that's quite a question, David. Well, for starters, I want my house and I want my kids. My business.
Oh, whoopsie-doo.
Look. You're one of life's failures, ain't you, eh? Never quite made it. And there it all is. Pat, the house, and the business. Oh, now, I think your time's finally up, don't you? I think you've had quite enough of my life because you see, David, I want it all back. I want it all back.
You shut your mouth.
The truth, do you?
Too big for you, am I?
Well, Roy puts up with you.
Got me down as some sort of donut.
'Cause he doesn't see through you like I do, does he?
You get smart with me, pal. I'll come down there and give you a dry slap. You shut your mouth.
The games you play with people's lives, how you bleed and dry. But I tell you something else, my old son. He may not have a clue what you're really like, but Pat does.
Oh, whoopsie-doo.
She was desperate, and there you were. She tolerates you, that's all.
For crying out loud. Don't give me that, son. Someone has cocked up down at the brewery.
But I tell you this, she never really loved you, and you know it. Oh, I think you already know, Phil. Come on, stop playing games. We've known each other too long for this. Look.
I asked you a question.
I need to be with you now, babe. Now. I slept with her, Roy.
I'm Frank Butcher. I can do anything.
Time for another.
Oh, whoopsie-doo.
All I want to know is it's still here. And it's so it must be you.
Yes.
Well, why couldn't we?
Phil, you carry on like this. Give me.
Pat changed her mind.
Look, I know what you're thinking.
I'll come for a little chat.
The fairies did it, Frank.
You shut your mouth.
But this was never about your mother. I never set out to hurt her. What was her name? What was her name?
And that kind of like Nigel Mansell.
Pretend you haven't been there.
Well, that's all right then, isn't it? Everything's tickety-boo.
Fine. So...
So have we reached an understanding?
You shut your mouth.
Neither of us want to see your mother hurt. If not...
Then how did you know what was in it if you haven't read it?
Shut it.
Oh, whoopsie-doo.
I told you where I was. I got involved in a game of cards. I lost track of time. It's as simple as that. Got me down. There's some sort of yuppie that carries a phone around in his briefcase, checking on the hour, every hour. Leave it out, Pat. I don't want to hear any more about this. Well, don't bring her into this. I ain't being called a liar. Where I can get some peace.
What's all this? What's all what? You shut your mouth. Don't you give me that, boy.
Babes.
If you're thinking of squatting in here, you better think again. I love you! Whoopsie-doo. Oh, whoopsie-doo. Oh, whoopsie-doo.